gotta.
How?
No. This way, Jake. Back a little bit. Oh, what? No. Oh, perfect. I think that's perfect. I think that's good. You can see the sticker. I can see my drink. These shirts came out great.
Yeah, they look really cute.
Really cute. I'm
taking these glasses off.
I'm very proud.
Blind.
Yeah, I'm super proud of these. They look great on camera too. Nice pop of color. I told Miguel I feel like a Starburst.
Yeah, the Starburst collection.
There you go. If you like Starburst,
let us know.
Click here.
We definitely didn't make this logo.
No, this is not ours.
But we for sure hand tie-dyed these.
Yes, I did do that.
So.
Yeah. And now we have matching tie-dye, but not really. Just matching colors, because tie-dye can never be the same, which is really cool.
Switch it over a little bit?
You got it. There you go.
Perfect.
All right, great.
You do opening.
Oh. Welcome to Chit Chats, a totally unedited space where we break the cycle of what it means to be a woman together.
Amazing. I'm excited. Let's do it.
I'm excited. The last two were so fun. Let us know in the comments if you have any topics that we would like to talk about. We are, we've got some more to go through, but we could always use extra.
We matched the colors of the...
I know. I saw that too. All right, ready?
Uh-huh. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Ooh, funny stories or confessions. Okay. I have a confession. I mean, this is my big. This is
your big one.
This is my party story that I tell. This is my confession.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. So, I should set it up. Once upon a time, I was dating somebody who was, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. It was with the best intentions. I will say that. I was dating somebody who had different religious views than I do.
Okay.
Right? They were extremely orthodox. I am not. Okay. And in Judaism, a few of our rules, right, are that we may not eat shellfish because they were on the ground in the sea and people thought they were dirty, so they said don't eat them.
I'd go right to hell. Straight to jail.
Yeah. I mean, I love shrimp. It's delicious.
Yeah.
And my grandpa, who was Jewish and loved Judaism, also loved shrimp. And guess what? He's definitely not wherever that may be. He's up there if there is an up there.
Or he's just chilling in the middle.
The middle, I know. As long as he was with my grandma, that's all that matters. But anyway, getting back on track. So shrimp is delicious, right?
Correct.
Another thing that we don't do in Judaism is eat meat and cheese together. Now, another delicious pairing. I don't know what the reason for that one is, but it is a delicious pairing.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
I'll look it up and
I'll
put it on the screen.
Fun side story, when I was in Israel, when I was 16, when my mother forced me to go on a trip to reawaken my Judaism, I went with my cousin. And
that went really well for you.
It went really well. And I remember one night we were left alone and our counselors got to go out and we watched a movie and we all were able to order in. And I remember people had ordered either pizza or burgers. And so I decided to be blasphemous because I was probably the least religious person on this trip along with my cousin. I put the burger on top of the pizza and I took a bite and my group just could not even handle the fact of what I was doing. They were like, oh my God, Emily. I just thought it was, what a delicious concept, a burger on top of the pizza.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, this story has to do with food. And also in Judaism, the other part of the story, right, and the little backstory is that in very Orthodox homes, you have both cutlery for dairy and for meat, and plates as well. So when I was living with this ex-boyfriend, it was a bit of a learning curve. I did not grow up in a household like that.
Now I remember this story.
Oh, yeah, this is my...
You did tell me this
is a great story. And I hope you're watching. Because
there's still a lot of...
There's so much... it gives me such a chuckle. So one night, like being a good Jewish woman, I was making us Shabbat dinner every Friday night. Basically no technology after 6 o'clock, well, after the sun goes down, basically. And I was making us dinner, and there was a kosher marketplace right by his house, of course. He lived in a very, very Orthodox Jewish part of Brooklyn. Shocker. And so I went to the market, I got what I needed. It doesn't even cross my mind that butter is dairy.
You
right?
know what's weird is that it wouldn't cross my mind.
It didn't cross my mind.
I'd be like, no, butter is butter.
And I bought margarine because I was like, margarine's not butter. It is butter. Unless it says non-dairy margarine, it's butter. So I buy it. I buy the rest of the stuff, which includes meat and, all of this yumminess. I think I was making chicken Danielle, which is chicken stuffed with stuffing and covered with barbecue sauce and cream spinach and mashed potatoes, I believe. It's one of my favorite Shabbat dinners because you just feel like, oh, it's so good.
You've just now sparked a confession.
Great.
That also has to do with food.
Oh, great.
Like, I think it's along the same vein of this story, but I'll tell now.
Amazing.
Because I was like, I don't have anything. Now I do.
Okay, perfect. So I was making dinner in our home, and I'm finishing up dinner, and I'm putting some margarine into the creamed spinach. And I'm using a non-dairy creamer, but I put in the margarine, right? To me, it's not dairy.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes in from work, and he's like, babe, did you put that in all the food? And with his tone and facial expression, I realized that I had made a boo-boo.
Mm-hmm.
And that I had made the entire dinner with margarine, which was not the non-dairy kind, like I said. So I went into fight or flight in that moment. It was not a great relationship. I've talked about it many times. So I literally looked at him and went, I just put it in this. And he goes, oh, thank God. We'll eat that tomorrow before we have leftovers, because you can eat dairy before meat, but you can't eat dairy after meat. So
good.
I lie straight to his face. I bring out the rest of dinner, which has been full of dairy with meat. I mean, it is all over the place. The dairy's in the chicken. The dairy's in the mashed potatoes. We didn't eat the cream spinach because he saw me put the margarine in there.
Watching this.
I'm just watching it, and I'm like, I'm gonna take this one to my grave. This one is never being told to him that I did that, because I didn't mean to. And all in all, if anyone's gonna smite anybody, if an almighty being exists, the almighty being will smite me, not this unknowing person who believes that you cannot eat meat and dairy together.
Did any of them get sick?
No, nobody was sick. It was just him and me.
Isn't that
He
interesting?
He didn't burn up after. I mean, it was
shocking, really.
So that's my my dinner party story. I tell it all the time. I think it's very funny.
Yeah, I've got one.
But and not malicious. So all the haters out there, I did not do it maliciously.
The 4 people that comment on these videos.
I didn't do it maliciously. It was with all good intent, and everything turned out really
I just think
well.
it's funny that when you do, so I have 2 stories.
Okay.
The first one, it was in college.
Cool.
And so when I was in college, I went to go visit my friend who was on the other coast. She was going to college there.
Yep.
We partook in the devil's lettuce.
Oh, okay. At first, I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, we partook in the devil's lettuce.
Then
and
I
it was
realized.
fabulous. But her roommate was adamant that she was allergic to it. She said she has a horrible allergy. She literally made my friend not use her hemp shampoo. See?
They are unhappy.
She made.
We just burst into flame here.
That's
Wow,
it.
That's
Remember
it.
cycle chats.
Yep.
So she made her not use her hemp shampoo in the shower because she was like, oh, I broke out in hives, and it's because of that, right? That it's part of that.
Okay. I was gonna say, how does she know she's allergic? But okay.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
Didn't
Great.
ask that far. So my friend and I got done. We got done ripping and sipping and doing everything.
You were enjoying that lettuce.
I am a little bit of a turd, and I always felt like I needed to like really figure out if somebody was just full of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe genuinely and honestly like didn't realize that they were creating their own story. So she's telling us this. Now I know this prior to going into it. My friend explains to me like she's just don't tell her that we did anything because she's gonna act like the air that we are breathing and she is breathing is gonna make her sick. So she comes, she tells me, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. How did you find out? Oh, I just know because every time I'm around it. She goes, I can't even be around it. I can't even be around someone who's done it or I'll break out. I'm like, that's crazy. Well, I said, we're getting ready for bed. Thank you so much for stopping in. It's like, bring it in. I'm a hugger. And so we had, I probably reeked of it. Hugged her.
At this point, she doesn't know what devil's lettuce smells like if she's allergic.
You know what? We sprayed Febreze, so who knows? We could have masked it enough.
I don't know.
The
Does
next
that
day,
actually work?
Sometimes it does.
Oh, okay.
But you really gotta have a nose for it. So door shots. My friend's like, you are the worst. I was like, I just want to see if she breaks out. I'll tell her that I was being a jerk.
Yeah,
right? I can fully admit it. I said, but if she doesn't, then we know that a lot of this is in her head. Next day. She's up, she's making breakfast. I said, hey, how you doing this morning? She goes, I'm great. I was like, how you feeling? She goes, good. How are you feeling? I'm like, hungover. And she's like, oh, no, I feel great this morning. I'm going out, whatever. We heard not a peep. She was fine. So that I brought to my grave with me until just now. Second one.
No, I tell people that story, but it's the first time I shared it.
Via the internet.
Here. Yeah.
So second one is with one of my exes. Orthodox as well, different type of Orthodox.
Yeah.
And they have something, it's like a certain type of dinner that they have. And they're not allowed to eat eggs. It's something similar to that. It's like eggs and, or whatever it is. Like you can't have eggs.
Okay.
So they go to eat these. I make these cookies. I have no idea. So we get there. I was like, I made dessert and there was a priest joining us for dinner.
Feed it to the priest?
And he goes, does this have eggs in it? Because we can't have that during this time. And I said, No, they do not.
Sorry, man.
And I watched this table and this holy man consume. And I was like, and I just remember thinking to myself, I am never gonna say a word.
Yeah.
Until this moment.
Yeah. I mean,
because what was I gonna say? No, and then nobody was gonna eat my cookies. Do you know how like?
And
it
was
like,
hard.
And it also was embarrassing, and I like didn't want to be like I didn't know, and like they had already started nibbling on them at the table, and so I was like, okay, I'm either gonna commit to this fully, or I'm gonna, and I just said no, nope. Someone goes, wow, I got to get the recipes for this. And I was like, secret family, can't give it to you.
You could have just said that you like used aquafaba or like one of the vegan egg substitutes.
Oh, it was bad. But also too, I was like, so what happens if you eat that around this day?
Fire, all consumption.
And they couldn't give me an answer. That's the best part about it. I don't want to get into too much of a religious thing, but it's another
topic.
I am very curious to know. What is it? What happens? Is it your intestines? What is it?
I don't know. In Judaism, we're not supposed to eat pork, but it's because pig is dirty, and they're also very intelligent creatures. So like
maybe that. Well, I know in Indian culture, cows.
Yeah. So like I think there are things, but the meat and cheese thing is definitely a little weird. I like a turkey sandwich with some cheese. It's delicious, and I mean, some white American cheese on a turkey sandwich with mayo, lettuce, and tomato.
What are we at?
Delicious. We're at 14 minutes. This is beautiful.
Great.
I loved our confessions. I've been waiting to tell that story to the world.
I love that you and I had very, very near identical stories.
Yeah. I hope that person is watching this, and I do deeply apologize, but also the way we broke up, you kind of deserved it.
I don't, because this priest said that he could cure COVID with prayer.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Science is
You
real.
can believe whatever you want.
Yeah.
But one thing I will never, ever be okay with is somebody acting like they are the hand of God.
Mm.
You cannot cure COVID with your thoughts and prayers.
Mm.
It is maybe helpful in the healing process, but it is not a cure.
Yeah.
And I will die on that hill.
Yeah. Well, science is real. You know, these people went to school. It's a thing. But once again, you are allowed your opinion. That is just our opinion.
We're going to just die on the hill.
Yeah, we're going to die on that hill. That science is real, and you know, these people
And then
went
you know
to
what's
school
going to happen?
and they know more
Our bodies
than
are
I do.
going to go into the hill, and we're going to come back out as new life.
Yes,
that is science.
That's exactly what I think death is. I'm glad that we've come here.
This was great. This
was
was
great.
a wonderful. We confessed a lot today.
Confessed a lot. Yeah, death is upon us.
Think up with us next time. www.cyclechats.com. It's right here. We don't have this in stores, but we can do this color scheme in stores. So
yeah.
If you like this.
This is the hot pink, the daffodil, and the orange crush.
And what I think is we may start calling it the Starburst Swirl.
Yeah.
So if you want the Starburst Swirl, that is what this is. You can check that out. You can also purchase. We are doing
an amazing donation right now. 75% of the proceeds if you buy one of the Helping Women Period t-shirts, which is happy period with a little blood drop. Because I think we should all be more proud of the fact that we are menstruating, and that is totally okay.
And if you know somebody who menstruates, hey,
it's a great t-shirt.
It's a really cute shirt. It's really not as in your face.
Nope.
Listen, just go to www.cyclechats.com. You'll see it all there.
Kindness matters. Give back. We love you.
And we hope you sync up with us next time.
We're
We're going on the road.